Radio. I am Scott Beason. It is a wonderful day here in the heart of God's country. It is a Tuesday, is it the 25th, Scott?
It is already, yes.
25th day of August in the year of our Lord, 2026. I hope you've had a good morning, and I hope the last 21 hours have gone well as well. Lots of stuff going on, but Sky, how are you?
Doing well. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
In the big city.
Have you seen the stories? I sent it to you this morning, but I know it was kind of late. Have you seen the stories of the Little League baseball?
I read the write-up last night. What a game.
Yeah, so I guess it was last weekend, not the one just from a couple of days ago, but a week ago. And I think it was. I don't know how long the Little League World Series is on, but Lori and I had stopped by a little place to eat lunch after church. And while we were there, the Little League World Series was on one of the TV, was on one of the stations. And then some sort of event got over with, and another Little League World Series game was coming on. It was Alabama versus, I want to say Tennessee.
Sounds right.
It was the regionals or whatever they call it. And the pitcher for the Alabama team in that game was a girl. And I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. And what was funny to me about it, and we might see this later on, but so this little girl's pitching for Alabama. She seems to fit in with the team really, really well, and they're saying that her dad, I don't know, do you have her name? I probably should remember it.
Kinsley Ramus.
So like her dad was maybe a major league baseball player, a college baseball player.
Colby Rasmus, I believe, was her dad.
And then her uncle played as well, or something like that. And I think they maybe both of them or one of them is the team's coach. And I don't remember what part of Alabama they're actually from. I want to say it's like Phoenix City, somewhere down in that side of Alabama. Anyway, because I remember thinking about it and going, wow, this little girl, young lady, whatever we're going to say, is doing really, really well. And I remember a few years back where there was a girl pitcher in the Little League World Series, and everybody, all the mainstream media was just crazy about her. She was everywhere. And I thought, I wonder why the mainstream media has not latched on to this young lady like they latched on to that young lady. And the best I remember was that young lady was a pitcher. I don't remember how good of a hitter she was or whatever. This young lady apparently can just play ball. Yeah. No doubt about it.
She's a dual threat.
And she's not just throwing heat. She's putting balls where she wants to put them when she's pitching. So the latest story is, and I saw the old AL.cons, I think they finally got around to, obligatory story. But I'm excited about this little Alabama team and the little girl playing, and she's playing awesome, and I give her all the credit in the world. But there are some videos out on social media that I would play for you, and I would give you the play-by-play from what it's showing in the game, but the ding-dong who did the show can't stop cursing and you're like, what the heck?
What is wrong with these people?
They can't help it, Sky. We have created a new society that is incapable of telling a story, especially if they're excited in some fashion. That might be positively excited or angry. They cannot speak without profanities. And I'm not talking about the old grandfather profanity, like, I don't know, it's going to be a cold day in hell before. No, I'm not talking like that. I'm talking about full out F-bomb, can't handle it, probably possibly a GD in there. And you're just like, for the love, I could help boost up your site, boost up your page if I could play some of your stuff.
You can't listen to it. I don't want to listen to that. Not only that, it makes you sound like a moron. Okay, I'm deducting at least 20 IQ points.
No, I agree.
I don't start hearing that.
I don't know if it is because Scott Beason, are you saying that? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I expect people who want to be listened to be able to utter some sentences without them being just completely overrun, especially F-bombs. I think the F-bomb has gotten to the point where when I hear it, I literally think, you're not as bright as I thought you were.
Exactly.
Now, you may be way smarter than I am, but it is worse than the old, and I do this, okay? It's worse than the, somebody.
Oh, much.
You hear them speaking, they're like,
it's a stalling technique.
What? I don't know what. I might be able to talk a little about. And you think, wow, you just slow down, get your thoughts, and then just give me. It's okay to have some of them, but not constantly. But the F-bomb has become, I'm just going to fill any place where I should have taken a breath with an F-bomb. But anyway.
I think it's more of a lack of being able to express yourself.
You think it's a limited?
Yes, it's a limited vocabulary.
Yeah, or
is a stalling technique while you gather your thoughts.
Right.
Those F-bombs are adjectives.
And nouns and
expletives.
Yes.
That was a long fly ball, deep center field. And instead of throwing the F's in there,
right?
Describe the action.
Tell me what's happening.
Yeah.
No, I think you actually make a point. I wasn't thinking about going down this road so much, but it possibly is a sign of a stunted ability to communicate.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's not a lack of words as much as it is, hey, I'm going to struggle to get this idea across, so I'm going to lace it with a bunch of F-bombs, and it kind of gives you, maybe it gives you a little bow up to it. Like, yeah, where's the F and where's the F and chair at? I'm like, you mean the plain old chair? That's the only kind we have is just plain chairs. We don't have any of those kind of chairs. It's that kind of stuff. But anyway, the young lady is playing awesome baseball.
It is Phoenix City.
It is Phoenix City?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
My memory holds well
Pretty
sometimes.
good.
Yeah. So I'm fascinated by it. And Alabama was losing, 5-0, 4-0?
5-0. Yeah.
And she comes in to pitch.
She's their ace. And
there's no doubt about it.
You want to save your ace because it's a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And it just became, all right, we're down 5-0.
We got it. We got to
have
have
any
her.
more runs. So they brought her in, and she's also an offensive weapon.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Yeah, it was amazing. And look, the highlights were really good. The person doing the video was like, you got to watch the game. Go back and watch the game. You got to actually see the game to fully appreciate it. And let's be honest, usually someone giving you the highlights of a game is not advocating to watch the game because you have seen the best things that happened. But he seems to be pretty strident in his desire for you to actually watch and see the game play out. Now, in the video, it gives her credit for brushing the guy back off he kind of throws it high, almost at the helmet. My question is, did she intend to do that or did it just get away? Now, it sounds better if she intended to do that because she comes back the next pitch and throws it down and away instead of high and super, super, super inside. And he goes down swinging, reaching for that ball outside.
I believe that was intentional. I think she could place the ball.
Oh, I'm super impressed.
In baseball strategy, well, if she didn't plan it, she should have.
She worked out that way. It absolutely
exactly
was
how
that
it's
way.
supposed to be done. Okay, brush them back, then get them swinging.
All right, let's be sexist about it, okay?
All right.
Why are we excited about it?
Because it's Alabama.
You lie. You
No,
lie.
that's
How
part
did
of
you
it.
get that answer so fast, Sky Mosley?
I was ready
Awesome
for it.
answer. You
Thank
knew
you.
exactly where I was going. But no, here's the thing about it. I would be excited about it if it was just a little boy from Alabama. Like you've got the
Sure.
right answer. It's Alabama. It is extra special because it is a girl.
Oh, yeah.
Or she is a girl. And more power to her. I am all for playing the best people and having that opportunity. People are like, well, do you don't mind little girls playing in boys sport? No, I do not. Why do you say you don't want boys playing in girls sports? Because it's a different dynamic. And if the girl can play in the boys sport, fine, let her play if that's what they want to do. And if she's good enough to play, then let her play. This young lady is clearly good enough to play. Oh, yeah. Do I know that she'll be good enough to play when she's 17? Maybe. Her pitch may not continue to grow in speed like the boys will. So maybe not. But I'm all for it. I think the problem we have is we just manufacture so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? We have to take a shoehorn and wedge things into places where they don't belong or that they don't actually fit. I shouldn't say don't belong, but don't fit. Right. Because what happens is people will see this story and they'll try to shoehorn in that little girl onto a college baseball team.
Okay, yeah,
and you're
of
like,
course that's coming.
You're like, why are you doing that? Well, because she was fantastic. She was the greatest. Well, no, why don't you celebrate being the greatest and where you are, where she is, and if she can do it later, great. If she can't, you know what? It's still great. Yeah, I'm super excited. Enjoy the moment and don't try to change things in the future. That was what I was going to go research after we had that dinner and that lunch, and I was wondering what happened to the girl that the mainstream media loved, and you couldn't turn on regular news without seeing her a few years ago. She was a pitcher for one of the Little League teams, and I wanted to find out, well, did she pitch in high school? Did she pitch in college? Now, according to Craig's Law, Sky, the answer would be no.
Because we would have heard about it.
We would have absolutely known about it. So, anyway. So, congratulations to them, and hopefully they'll continue to do well, and I'm proud of her.
Yes, absolutely.
We're behind you. We'll be back.
You can learn things, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate that, Fred. Thank you.
But that's true, and I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I am serious.
We have to stop kowtowing to every little thing that they have said is bad and evil, and they don't get to decide what is right and wrong. I'll bank my money on what God, the creator of the universe, says is right and wrong. It's worked very well for Western society for 2 millennia, and we've got to get with it. Got to fight the fight. We got to get after it. It's ridiculous. I'm just tired of great Americans being ripped to shreds, history going away, and all of us cowering around because we're afraid somebody's going to call us a bad name. It is time to save the republic.
You're listening to Alabama Unfiltered Radio with Scott Beason.
into the program, everybody. So, who gave us the call, Sky?
Robert the
Robert
truck driver
reminded us that Monet Davis was the young lady who played in the Little League World Series. What year was that? 2014.
Woo, man.
But now she is playing in the brand new Women's Baseball League. I believe that is the brand new. And yeah, here's USA Today 4 days ago, Sky. Now it's a story. Monet Davis returns to baseball 12 years after making the Little League World Series. Let's see what the rest of this is. 12 years. Come on, USA Today. Yeah, after making history at the LLWS. Hard-throwing pitcher from Philadelphia who became the first girl. I don't want to see an ad for USA Today's fantasy football, Sky.
Well, all my leagues are full, so if you want to sign up,
wouldn't let me get over there to do it.
Yeah.
And then if you mash it twice, you get stuck with USA's Today, pay annually, stay informed.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so 12 years have passed since she
first
captivated
girl
the sports world.
First girl to earn a win and throw a shutout in Little League World Series history.
Yeah.
18th girl overall to play, 6th to get a hit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So now she is a pro center fielder for the Los Angeles Queens.
Yeah, in its inaugural season. So I wonder what she did before. It's been 70 years since there's been a girls' baseball team, back to the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League that was immortalized by the 1992 movie A League of Their Own. That was not a bad movie, was it?
It was okay.
I mean, it was, it had some funny parts in it, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It was okay.
Let's see. I've been asked many times, am I going to pitch, she said, and I always tell them no, and they're always asking why. It says, knowing how social media is, knowing how we're so competitive within ourselves, I don't want to put that pressure on myself to keep up with what I did when I was younger.
That's curious.
That's cool.
I mean, either you got it or you don't. If you use it or lose it. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I wonder why she doesn't want to pitch anymore.
It turned out her dream to play basketball. She wanted to play basketball at UConn. Oh, this is her story. God bless her. Her story is absolutely the story of so many men, okay? So many young boys. I want to read what it says. So she plays in the Little League World Series. Gets all kind of credit. Apparently hitting must be a thing. So our Alabama girl is going to do really well if Monet was only like the 6th girl ever to get a hit. So that means that somebody... Anyway, turned out her dream was to play basketball at the University of Connecticut, and then I stopped growing, said Davis, who is 5'5". So she was a stellar athlete.
Been there.
And then she didn't grow.
Yeah.
How many boys have that? How many boys are like, and girls, are the best kid in their town? Then they're the best kid on their travel ball circuit. And everybody's like, that kid is absolutely going to play in college at some level. And then they get to be 12. I've seen this one too, 12. And they're bigger than everybody. They're faster than everybody. They're more muscular than everybody. They've already hit puberty. And they're done.
That's it.
They're 5'5". It's over. They're not getting any bigger. And all of a sudden, Johnny over here, who's been like, they call him Twiggy, and he's 5 feet tall at 11 or 12 in junior high, and then he's 5'5", then he's 5'10", then he's 6'1", then he's 6'5". In his junior year in high school, he's 6'7", bringing the windmill dunks in the basketball game and raining threes from half court. And the kid that everybody put their money on is still 5'5".
Them's the breaks.
So she joined her high school softball team, emailed college coaches to see if they would give her a shot. She heard back from Hampton University in Virginia. She enrolled in 29 before COVID. COVID short-circuited her college career, played only one full season. She did an internship with the Los Angeles Dodgers in 23, got a bachelor's degree in journalism from Hampton, then a master's degree in sports management from Columbia. And
Way to go.
That's cool. Good for her.
Real American success story. I love it. Came out of poverty in the Philadelphia area.
Really?
By the way, yes, sir.
I wonder how they found her, like how she ended up on a Little League team. Like, I can understand the story of the little girl for Alabama. I mean, her dads are baseball dads, and they kind of know how the system works. But I would love to know how a somewhat challenged economically girl from Philadelphia ends up on a Little League baseball team. Have y'all watched any of the Little League World Series games?
I must confess, I have not.
I have not.
I've
watched them a couple of different years.
Oh, you mean previously? Absolutely.
Well, previously or even this time.
Not this time. Yeah.
And I try to think back because I know it's got its kind of its own little league or its own league, and it's got its own kind of rules. And I do like the fact that you kind of have to be from the same area. You can't just go and get a shortstop from Huntsville and a first baseman from Birmingham and a second baseman and a third baseman from Mobile. It's got to be in your area.
No ringers.
But I wonder if some of the little teams I've seen, like we had a little team, my youngest son's team was all kids from our area. And they were really good. And I wonder if they should have tried playing in the Little League instead of doing all the, perfect, what do they call it? What's the baseball thing? Perfect pitch, perfect score, something. They have all these travel ball leagues.
Oh, yeah.
And you're off in all these little leagues and all that kind of stuff. I just wonder, since they had the advantage of being from the same town already, that would have been huge. Because some of the Little League World Series teams, I watch them, I'm like, man, they're not that good. But they are all from the same town. And,
right.
And if you've got guidelines that says you can't bring ringers in from other places, I think that was an opportunity that was missed because folks around my town were so focused on being in the travel ball.
Right. Well, a lot of people think they're going to get a scholarship out of this, and so they go what they think is the advantageous route.
Yeah, yeah.
However, in the internet and in the past, they have
perfect
brackets.
inning, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Something.
They have the American bracket of 10 teams.
Okay.
In the Little League World Series, and they have the international.
Okay.
And it's been cleaned up considerably over the years, but it used to be when you started seeing some of these international teams.
They were all like 20 years old. Yeah, mustaches.
And, station wagon with kids. And,
Yeah.
That's been straightened out.
Has it?
Well, it's not as.
It's not quite as over the top. So the Chinese team is like, okay, look. Sing Sung over here, he's got a mustache. Okay, he can't do it. But what about his twin brother? Yeah, he's not nearly as hairy. Okay, get him. Yeah.
He looks 12.
He looks like he's 12. Yeah, exactly.
It's not as obvious. Let's put it that way.
How is it? And look, the international teams do that all the time. And you're like, why are they such cheaters?
Good question.
I guess it means more to them. I mean, like if we're going to send a team to the United States to play in this thing, we're not sending our genuine 12-year-olds. I mean, there's only 18 kids in the whole country that play baseball, so we're not sending those 18. Get the professionals, get the grown men.
I ask myself that question every day about everything.
Right, yeah.
Why do you want to?
Why do you have to do that?
Yeah, everything from just traffic stuff to politics.
Can I tell you another story? I
should
should not tell you because you're not supposed to utter these things. When you see these things, it's supposed to go in your eyes, go in your brain. You think about it yourself, and then you're never supposed to comment. But a few years back, Merritt was playing in one of these big, like a national or regional tournament. I think it was one in Florida, in Orlando. And they have like this elite court where they have like the best of the best, and they may play a foreign team as part of the tournament. Hold on.
Okay. Center stage kind of.
So there's like 100 other courts going on, but there's this one center court. So I go over there because they're going to play the Chinese. It was the Chinese.
In volleyball.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And these girls come in, okay? And probably half of them could pass as dudes.
It's like the East German team.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And you've already got the issue that they all have the same haircut, okay? The coaches, the men and the women both have the same haircuts, and they all look exactly the same. Scott, you can't say that. I told you I shouldn't say it. But and they were giants. I'm talking about giants.
Now, how old kids are we talking about? Back when was it?
Oh, this was probably Merritt was probably 13.
Okay.
And you're just like, wow, where in the world? But now I know, hey, they might have been playing boys.
Yeah, who knew?
Who's going to check?
Nobody.
So, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have said that. We got to take a break. We'll be back.
Too late now.
every time I get a chance to listen to you, I just think how grateful I am and how much we need you on a national level so more people can hear you.
Scott Beason, president of ARP, Alabama Recovering Politicians.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golly, there's so many things to talk about, so much stuff to do. I appreciate you listening. The number here is 1-800-289-9228, 1-800-289-9228. So put that in your phone. If you want to be a part of the program, you can do so. Interesting story. You can find it. Who wrote this story? And look, I'm going to give them a little credit. The Frenchy French, the Europeans, have had a tough summer. Turns out, Dr. Jones, that is a pseudonym. You can find this story over at Not the Bee if you want to. More people have died from heat in France this summer than all the mass shootings in United States history. France has recorded over 7,300 excess deaths during the heat waves this year, with a record 52 days of hot spells since mid-June, according to AFP. Separately, nearly 10,000 people across Germany have died so far this year due to heat-related causes, according to a German institute. Comparatively, the much ballyhooed mass shootings in the U.S. claimed the lives of far few people. 7,300 deaths in France from heat. The American deaths from mass shootings in all recorded U.S. history, 1,741.
That is a telling stat.
1,741, and we're ignorant redneck rubes, and they've had 7,300 deaths just in France, guy. Not Europe, France. Germany's had 10,000. Now, I get it. The average temperature in France in June, you want to guess, Sky? I always like to do the guessing.
In June in France.
June in France.
Is this historically?
Historically.
June average temperature, that's day and night.
And you'll understand why they
75 degrees.
You're brilliant. Brilliant man, Sky. 75.5 degrees
Wow.
is the average daily high. The average nighttime low in France in June, apparently, is 57.6 degrees.
That's sweater weather here.
That's why they act like they don't need air conditioning.
Of course.
That's why they don't put air conditioning in cars. I ever tell you, I had a chance to go to Germany years ago. My dad was on a company trip, and he got to take the family, and they picked us up at the airport in those giant, I don't even know if they make them anymore, giant Mercedes, like limo-looking Mercedes, like back to back. I'm like, man, this is awesome. I think I was in college. And no air conditioning.
In a luxury car like that.
Giant. Yeah, no air conditioning. They didn't need it. We landed in Munich, in Bavaria. So it's like, we don't need air.
Obviously not, because if they were ever going to put it in one, it'd be
in that one. And, they had the fresh air vent that would, freeze you out because it's so cold outside. But, average daily high, 75.5, average nighttime low. Now, here's the second one. If you get this one right, we're going to have to give you a reward.
Okay.
There's a place called Pissos, Pissos, Landis in southwest France, had the highest temperature in June, and Cazaux, 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 in southern France. If you get either one of their high temperatures, you win a reward.
All-time high temperature?
Yeah, it was an all-time high. It is apparently
this month?
It happened this last month in June. Yep.
Okay, France.
I'll even give you, if you get the all-time high or the high in June in Paris this June.
I'm just going to say mid-90s, about 96, 97.
That's what I guessed.
Yeah. How bad is it?
It was 105.6 in Paris.
That's pretty hot.
That's how hot my bus was inside the other day when it was 98 here.
Listen, I was up in the attic last night.
Oh my gosh.
It's about 104. It's got to be 125 up.
Oh yeah, I bet it is, no doubt.
And it wasn't quite night yet. The sun was still. So yeah, it's hot. I get that.
Pisos, 111.7.
That's
pretty hot. That's respectably hot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean this in a bad way, but that'll kill you. 111. That's bad.
Yeah. You want to take precautions.
Y'all get some air conditioning, for goodness sakes. We got to take a break.
How many people have died this summer, did you say? I missed it if it was this summer or all time.
This summer in France was 5,000. Was it 5,000? No, 7,300.
Man.
That's rough.
Okay.
Do we need to take a break or go to a call?
Yeah, so let's go ahead.
Let's take a break and then we'll be right back.
You can learn things, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate that, Fred. Thank you.
But that's true, and I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I am serious.
We have to stop kowtowing to every little thing that they have said is bad and evil, and they don't get to decide what is right and wrong. I'll bank my money on what God, the creator of the universe, says is right and wrong. It's worked very well for Western society for 2 millennia, and we've got to get with it. Got to fight the fight. We got to get after it. It's ridiculous. I'm just tired of great Americans being ripped to shreds, history going away, and all of us cowering around because we're afraid somebody's going to call us a bad name. It is time to save the republic.
You're listening to Alabama Unfiltered Radio with Scott Beason.
Welcome back in, everybody. So let's get out to your phone calls. Oh, I still got you on over there. I've done a lot of changing here. If you're watching on YouTube, the black commentator's robe is off. It is way too hot, trying to get the coughing down. Unfortunately, y'all should feel sorry for me because I made a special effort to bring, what do they call them? What's the swanky name? We call everything cough drops, but throat lozenge.
Oh, fancy.
Lozenge. Oh, we only have lozenges here, Sky, and unfortunately the lozenge came, the only ones we had at the sprawling estate known as Botera was cherry.
What's wrong with cherry?
I hate cherry.
Oh,
everything
man.
Cherry tastes like cough medicine. It's nasty. It's not even a real cherry. It's just blech. Blech.
You may have to resort to the honey and lemon.
That's the wuss version. That's what I do. I like mild cigars. If somebody forces me to, hey, try this drink of this, it's got to be, it would be called some version of some childhood Shirley Temple. You know what I'm saying? I just
grenadine. And
oh
Sprite.
yeah, it's I can't. I just can't. I mean, heavy drinking for me is Mountain Dew from Taco Bell. Y'all know that.
You're blessed.
Yeah, but I mean,
have to
cherry
find
the
out the
cherry
hard
cough
way.
drops are just.
I love them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I mean, people just they either love the fake cherry. I mean, are there cherries that actually taste that way? You know, bananas are made. The banana flavoring is the old banana that you can't buy anymore
don't
because
wanna
the
eat.
drought got it or whatever it was. Not the drought. What do you call it? The plague. What is it? What is it? The blight. The blight. Not the
that's
drought.
it.
The blight. The
Yeah.
blight got it. I might have to start using the F-bomb because my vocabulary is terrible.
Well,
The F and
not resort
whatever.
to that.
Got it. Got all the bananas. Let's go to Rocontour, who is educated, well-spoken,
and he's
fluent.
got a French name.
and he's got a French name, so he knows about the Frenchy French and the air conditioning. Welcome in, Rocontour.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Here's everybody wants to offer a home remedy whenever you get sick. Here's mine. Go
Okay.
to the store. You may have to go to a specialty tea store and get some.
Wait,
Blue Boy tea.
Rocontour. Wait. I got to stop you there. What do you've been listening to this show a while. What do you think the chances are that I know where a specialty tea store is?
Well, this particular tea, you may even be able to find at Walmart or a.
Okay. I
particular
see. Now
grocery
you're
store
in my
that's
wheelhouse.
got
I
green
might
as a
be able to find it at
predominant
Walmart.
color.
What is it?
Yeah, Walmart or supermarket with a green predominant color. It's called Rooibos tea. Roobios. It's from South Africa. It's from the Rooibos plant in South Africa. They drink it as like a cure-all, just like we do chicken noodle soup for a common cold over here. I picked it up when I was on a trip to South Africa once over near Kruger National Park. It works.
Really? Now, how would we say that in Alabama? Rubios?
Probably.
Okay.
And then say he's doing a great job for Trump.
Got it.
Rubio's tea. Yeah, okay. I want to support him and his family. So
Yeah.
you think I can
Summer
get it
cold.
at the green grocery store?
Probably the green grocery store or Walmart, yes.
Okay, all right. That's getting a yellow highlight. So talk while I find my highlighter.
Yeah, that's highly
Gotcha.
recommended.
With regards to the European summer heat, we've had another tragedy. It's gotten so hot that your favorite soccer player, Erling Haaland, has cut his hair off.
I did see that. How you going to look like a Viking warrior with a bunch of short? I mean, he looks more like, you know what it is? He wanted that Texas Southern cowboy look, and he's like, those guys shave their heads all the time, and that's what it looks like.
Or maybe the hat they gave him was just one size too small.
That's entirely possible.
He can fit his head in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just a quick word on the Rasmus baseball dynasty.
Okay.
You're scratching the surface with Kenley.
Okay.
Okay, so her dad and two uncles also played on the 1999 Little League World Series team, lost in the finals to Osaka, Japan.
Of course.
Her dad Corey was a pitcher for the Braves and the Angels.
Wow.
Her uncle Colby pitched. Not pitched, but he was an outfielder. He started with the Cardinals and played for several other teams. Her other uncle Casey was a catcher for the Cardinals in their minor league organization. And then their dad, Tony, who was the coach for the 99 Little League team, was a player for the Angels. So, I mean, the genes run strong in that family. with
That
regards to
is
baseball.
Got the
that is
genetics.
amazing.
Yeah, Colby Rasmus started out with the Cardinals. He's a pretty good center fielder, good
Yeah.
hitter, good defense. He was traded away just before the deadline in 2011. Cardinals went on to win the World Series.
No
He missed his
way.
ring. Yeah.
So close.
Yeah. That was
Wow. But hey,
unfortunate.
look, you get to play in the major leagues. That's
That's
amazing. So the dad and three of the boys, and then she's the daughter of one of the boys.
Correct.
Nice.
That's a great story. I hope they do awesome. Did you see the story, Rocontour, where the one of the team's coaches went out to speak to his kid pitching, and I don't know what happened after it, but did you see him telling the little boy, hey, look, basically, Jesus will be king,
Yeah.
whether
That's
you
right.
strike him out or whether you just crash and burn.
Whatever
happens, he's still Lord, and this is, that was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in sports. Did you see that?
No, I'm afraid I did not catch that story, but see, that's the coaching stories we need to be talking about instead of he won't play my son, so I'm going to make up something about him being abusive to players.
Yeah, well, that definitely happens. Great call, man. I appreciate your Rocon tour. We got to take a break. It's top of the hour. We'll be back. Welcome back into the program, everybody. This is Alabama Unfiltered Radio. Thank you for listening. Don't forget Brian Dawson's podcast. It's called 1819 News, the podcast. You can find it over at YouTube. When you're over there checking us out, you can go check out Brian, or if you're checking out Brian's podcast, you can come over and look at some of our older shows. I've got to go through the last few days and put the dates back on what we're doing here, but we got a number of people who go and listen to the show after it's over because they can't listen as much as they would like during the day, and that's one of the things we're trying to accommodate people for by being over at YouTube. But check out Brian Dawson's podcast. He has a whole archive there of all his older shows, and you'll enjoy the content. It's really good stuff. So 1819 News, the podcast with Brian Dawson. You're going to love this story, Sky. It really is. You're the one who always says we're trying to have a civilization here.
Yeah, just cooperate a little bit.
And I've adopted the idea that I don't even know who said it. I need to look it up so I can give them credit. But the whole grocery cart test.
I'm also a big believer in that. Yes.
And if I want to hire someone, I want to put a tracker on their car, and I want to see them go to the grocery store or to the big box store, and then I want to see if they're willing to walk back 30 yards, 90 feet, 100 feet, and put the grocery cart or buggy. What do we call them in Alabama? They're buggies?
They're buggies.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like
people,
the Yankeedom is flooding in.
invaded
Like my
us.
daughter says, you guys, I think it is.
Oh, Scott, I'm so sorry.
I know. I'm very disappointed. I love my daughter. I'm
Oh.
proud of her, but somehow she adopted that during her time at Florida, which Florida would be the one. Yeah, I know y'all be shocked because it's an SEC school, but that would be the one that would try to beat the y'all out of you so that you – and that's where I told y'all that they got onto her for saying yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am.
Oh, the horror.
On the sports team.
Well,
And I was like,
politeness is a sign of white supremacy. Scott.
is that really? Okay,
Yes,
well,
it
yeah,
is.
I'm going to – well, that's why I'm not
That's the-
polite
that's
to
the
some
latest.
people because I don't want to be considered a supremacist in any fashion. But if you can't put the grocery cart back, and then if you take your trash and just set it in the parking lot and drive off,
Oh, man.
that's even worse. This story is from, where is this at?
sorry.
This is Allegheny. So that's New York, right? Or Pennsylvania? Which is it?
It could be either. but
Okay,
it's
there's an
probably
Allegheny, Pennsylvania. I think it's
Yes.
Pennsylvania. Somebody named Saffon Gump, which seems a little strange, was accused of fatally shooting Gregory Prince, but the trial that would have brought justice to Gump derailed. So you wonder why. So what happened was the jury had to be kept in a separate room as the defendant was coming in or whatever. They don't like the jury to see the defendant in handcuffs because it could prejudice them. Now, let me ask you this question, Scott. Are we really, do you think that's always been the rule?
No.
Are we really to the point where if I see Sky in handcuffs, I'm automatically think he's guilty? I don't even have the ability. Think about this. If someone doesn't have the ability to look at somebody in handcuffs and then say, well, I don't know if they're guilty or not. I need to hear the facts in this trial. I need to hear the trial. If you just see them in handcuffs and you can't get that out, you're now so prejudiced you think they're guilty. I'm not sure you should be on a jury, right?
Exactly, but this is the kind of jurors that lawyers pick out for cases, I've discovered. You ever been up for jury duty?
Well,
I don't mean to get off on a whole thing, but I've noticed in my case and in others that they don't want free thinkers necessarily. They want people that are easily manipulated. Let's put it that way.
Moved.
So, yes, emotionally.
that's a good
And what-
point.
It's true. Nice.
I can't remember. I think I was called to jury duty one time. I filled out my questionnaire and was let go. Then I was elected to office, and I don't believe I've ever been called again.
Wow.
I think there's such
See, I
a
told
thing
you, you're
as
blessed,
just
man.
take some people out of the database.
No, we don't ever want this guy.
No.
At least I get called occasionally.
No, I don't. They don't even love me. I
they
mean,
don't even bring you in.
so what happens was the judge, Edward J. Barkowski, his tip staff arrive to release the jurors. So they go up there like, okay, you know, Gump's already by here. You won't have to see him in handcuffs, so y'all come on in. They open the door. He gets hit with the smell of marijuana. One of the jurors is smoking dope in the jury room in Pennsylvania.
Man. We've arrived.
One of the jurors looks at him and says, famous quote,
"Here it comes.
It wasn't me."
I didn't do nothing.
So this person is not only smoking in the jury room, he's smoking in the jury room with all the other jurors in there. The prosecution and the defense both agreed that if the juror had a prescription, it was fine, because that's what you need, right, Sky? I want my jurors to be high. The prosecution and the defense is like, yeah, if she's got a prescription, we're good with it. We don't mind the jurors being high.
Just toke one up there, sister. Yeah.
The judge said no one would be in trouble for the incident. This sounds like a conversation on my bus. Hey, look, nobody's going. You're not. Look, I just need to know who did it. Nobody else is in trouble. We just got to get to the bottom of this. All the jurors swore that they were not taking any medications that could affect their judgment. Now, notice that again. This is how warped we are. In the jury selection process, they were asking them, do you take medications that could affect your judgment? Because a responsible prosecutor or defense attorney would want you not to be taking medications that would affect your judgment. But there are some things that are so precious now in our modern culture. You can't be taking too much. I don't even know what one is. I mean, what's popped into Eliquis? I don't know what Eliquis is for. So don't call me and tell me that's not going to change your mind. That's just a television commercial drug. I don't even remember what it does. Probably for itchy skin. Now, almost everything's for itchy skin.
Sure.
Psoriasis.
There you go. Heartbreaking.
So you can't be taking that. But hey, we're good if you're smoking dope to the point where you have to smoke it with your non-closest friends in the jury room. We're fine with that part. But the judge needed to figure out who it was. So one by one, the jurors were brought into the judge's chambers privately and questioned. Every single person denied that it was them. But you know what? It looks like the judge didn't ask.
What?
Well, then who was it?
You're right. That's what I thought would bring the whole truth to light.
No, they just scrapped the whole jury, and the guy charged is now back on the street until March.
Okay, mistrial.
So they can bring in a new jury. But he's out on the street because everybody just said it wasn't me, and then the judge apparently didn't ask, well, then who was it?
Who's running the show up there?
Crazy people are running the show.
Have you seen Idiocracy? Because
I've seen the first 15 minutes, and you know what? It gave me. I had real problems because I could see America in that movie.
Yeah, the future's here.
I have tried to deal with some of the characters that are in that movie. I stopped when he was in the. He's kind of hurt his elbow or whatever, and he goes into the hospital, and she's got a big, it looks like the old little kid preschool tablet, and the buttons are pictures, and she can't figure out, there's not a button for what exactly he has, and she's trying to figure out which button to push, and you're like, I know that person.
Yeah. When I first saw it, when it first came out, it was very far-fetched.
Yes.
I didn't know it was going to be a documentary.
You didn't know it was going to be a National Geographic special on America in 2026. So the guy is out. The murderer, the alleged murderer,
Mr. Gump
is out until they can get it get a new
So,
jury.
so the takeaway here is if you're on trial for a criminal offense in Allegheny, get somebody to fire up a doobie in the courtroom, and
in the jury room.
good chance.
Weed use and what's this? See, this is a Tribune Live.
reefer.
It wasn't me. Weed use in Allegheny County jury room forces homicide mistrial.
Homicide.
Yeah, it was a
I didn't know
homicide trial.
a major case now.
Yeah, Mr. Gump was accused of fatally shooting Gregory Prince.
Oh, man.
But now he's out for at least till March. I mean, that's only half a year. I mean, what bad things
What
could he
could go
do
wrong?
in a half a year? You know, the other thing that I really want to know, how do you get to be named Saphon Gump? I mean, I'm serious. I didn't even know Gump was a real last name until Forrest Gump. But Saphon Gump?
Or is it Saphon or
Well, it's Safon.
okay, I don't want to go too far down this road, but I do local news.
Okay, yeah.
And sometimes I have to spend a few minutes just deciphering some of these names. Really, I'm not kidding. And I do my best.
This is a testimonial.
I used to be much more diligent.
I try
about
as hard as I can.
I used to be much more diligent, and finally I got to the point I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this.
Just say it.
I'm just going to come off with the best I can, and that's it. That's the end of it.
I think it is a travesty for people to spell their child's name in a way that phonetically is inaccurate.
Well, think what you're doing to them. For the rest of their lives, they're going to have to explain and spell that name
over
to other
and
people.
over and over.
Give a kid a break.
I'm going to ask you another one. Who decided it was okay? See, I think the Scott, you want the state to be prepared. No, I think it's fine if the hospital or the state says, you know what, you can't put apostrophes in people's names. That we're just not doing that.
That's
we're not
it.
doing
We're
that in
done.
Alabama. If you want to do that, you need to have it changed later, or you need to squeeze until you can get to Mississippi and have that baby. Because we're not putting any more apostrophes in the names.
That's it.
I'll
vote for that.
That's probably
I'll
supremacist
second
again, isn't it?
No, it's time we took action. I've had it, man.
We'll be back.
I appreciate that, Fred. Thank you.
But that's true, and I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I am serious.
We have to stop kowtowing to every little thing that they have said is bad and evil, and they don't get to decide what is right and wrong. I'll bank my money on what God, the creator of the universe, says is right and wrong. It's worked very well for Western society for 2 millennia, and we've got to get with it. Got to fight the fight. We got to get after it. It's ridiculous. I'm just tired of great Americans being ripped to shreds, history going away, and all of us cowering around because we're afraid somebody's going to call us a bad name. It is time to save the republic.
You're listening to Alabama Unfiltered Radio with Scott Beason.
every time I get a chance to listen to you, I just think how grateful I am and how much we need you on a national level so more people can hear you.
Scott Beason, president of ARP, Alabama Recovering Politicians.
Stuff happening, goodness gracious. Just as an aside, as part of the courtroom stuff, have you kept up with any of the Clancy stuff, Sky?
Oh yeah, it's hard to
It is terrible.
keep up with, but yes, I have. I'm familiar with the case.
We have really come a long way.
I just don't know these liberal women, Scott.
The liberal
it's
white
scary.
women are crazy.
That's the ones.
They really
I
are
just- I
crazy.
don't
And a lot of
defend
them
the
look
most
angry.
heinous-
Have you seen the protesters?
Yes.
They're standing out there with these frowns on, and they've got their heart sign showed up. I guess it's a heart. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I guess that's a heart if you do that. but-
somebody said it was also, a symbol for strangulation, and I thought, really, man, that's rough, Eric.
I
Now,
don't.
what state is that in again?
Which one? Massachusetts.
Okay.
That one's
And
in
they
Massachusetts.
just passed the full-term abortion law.
Yeah, and they were
So-
all happy and giggling about that as well. So we've gone from how you can't kill unborn babies to safe but rare, but maybe at 16 weeks, maybe at 20 weeks, maybe full term, and then we're all the way down now to, oh yeah, I could. Did you see there is a movement afoot though that a bunch of men who've been fighting for custody of their children are apparently using the online comments of their baby mamas to say this lady's crazy because she is saying she feels like the Clancy lady. My children are in danger. I know you
Smart.
won't listen to me because I'm a man, and in America we give custody to the woman almost carte blanche, and I think it's going to be a fascinating
That is
thing.
a very smart move. It couldn't hurt.
There's now
Look, Your Honor, this is how she feels about murdering children.
There's now a copycat case. Kaylee Earhart is accused in, where is this, South Dakota or somewhere. She tried to do away with her 3 kids and attacked her son Colton and his 2 siblings with a knife on August the 6th. So August the 6th, that means she probably definitely knew about this case. The youngest, the 1-year-old, is still fighting for his life. The other 2 passed away. She allegedly chased the children's father and grandmother with a knife before the fatal attacks, according to the affidavit. She also allegedly pointed a gun at the children's father and told him, "Say goodbye to your kids." He took the gun away from her after the struggle. Then she attacked her 3 young children. According to the affidavit, once authorities arrived, they discovered the bodies. I know some kids are in the car, so I'll leave it. The judge did slap a gag order on the evidence because of possibly because of all the crazy white liberal women fawning over the Lindsay Clancy case. Now, my wife has been keeping up with that case. That's a story by Cardinal Pritchard. And it is fascinating in that we have this perception of the legal community. And I've said on this show that it's not on accident that Hollywood has done this job of making it appear that, oh, the courts are great, the lawyers are all super smart, everybody's Matlock. Is Matlock a lawyer or is he a doctor? He's a lawyer.
doctor. Yeah.
Everybody's one of those guys. Who's the one, the famous one way back in the day, black and white? Who was that?
Perry Mason.
Perry Mason. Everybody's Perry Mason there. It's super sharp, honest, the whole 9 yards. The investigators are the greatest. They're all Sherlock Holmes. I mean, it's astounding on television.
It's not like that in real life.
And then you watch one of these trials in real life. Because I've been in a couple of legal kind of proceedings, and I'm like,
Have you?
for the love of Pete, you've got to be kidding me.
No, it's true.
It's bad, is it not,
It is
Scott?
not a thing like television, believe me.
Nothing. And you're like, in your mind, you're thinking, dang, you're an idiot. What?
Have you ever
what?
had an incompetent lawyer?
Well, worse than a incompetent lawyer is an
I have.
incompetent judge.
I've had that too.
You're like, oh my gosh. So people like my wife, she's watching these prosecutors and the defense attorney. Everybody likes the defense attorney because he's clearly smarter than the prosecutors, okay? I don't think it's because he's Perry Mason, but he is, okay, I got to quit saying okay. You know the old advice, if you're going to go cruising in a car, always cruise behind the car full of ugly guys. Even if you're ugly, get behind the car with the ugly guys so that you look really good.
Strategy, yes.
That is, that's what the defense attorney's got going on in this Clancy case. Is he may not be the best. He's really, really good, I think. But compared to the prosecution, he is looking literally like Perry Mason. But she's like, well, why didn't they do this? And why didn't they do that? And why didn't the investigators ask this? And why didn't they ever look at so-and-so? And I'm like, baby, because most of the people, especially like in Massachusetts, they're not the brightest. They're also not worried about it. If they've got somebody that will pretty much confess, they're not out to try to figure out what really happened. I've got a confession or basically a confession as some sort of admission. I'm done.
That's it.
But I do have to ask this one, which I thought was a great question, and I'm coming out to Charles the first. Have you seen the meme that says, so let me get this straight. A woman has so many hormonal issues, so much back and forth, that she's liable to snap and kill her own children. But if we put women in charge, we'll have world peace and no wars.
Also, yes, that is an absolute fact, the first part of your statement, that postpartum is caused by this enormous overload and mix of hormones.
Yes.
So it also must be a good idea to inject young children
with those hormones.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
That's
this is why you have such a disastrous record of mental illness and crazy activity.
Yes.
Once this begins.
With the trans and with regular kids being given, I say regular kids, mind-altering drugs.
Thank you.
It really is crazy. It's crazy.
It's just common sense.
Yeah. Did you see there is apparently a Chinese study about postpartum depression stuff? And look, I didn't look at the study. I'm going by what the lady said. And look, here's the bottom line. We do not understand. We as human beings do not know enough about how God has programmed us or wired us to be monkeying around with it like we have. There's the example of the women who get married while they're on birth control, and then they get off birth control and they no longer like their husbands because women on birth control have an affinity for feminized men. Women off birth control want more manly men. And that's just a fact, apparently.
Again, hormonal
affects judgment.
Wow.
And then we have different studies. Well, the Chinese are saying that women who got involved sexually at a younger age and had a lot of partners, for whatever reason, I don't know the connection, but they said, all right, here's what was going on in their life earlier, have worse postpartum depression. Now, people are like, well, I don't like that. I don't believe that. Okay, fine. We don't have to. But what I'm saying is we do not understand how the mind and the body is affected by our actions, by the things we take, by the things we involve ourselves in, all kinds of stuff like that. And so then we're shocked because that used to not be a huge thing. And people have said, well, it's not because it wasn't, people, they just said the women are crazy. No. We have all these new mental illnesses that just started happening on a wide scale in the last 3 or 4 decades. And then people are trying to figure out what happened. Was it our food? Was it our medicines? Was it vaccines? Was it things we did? Was it a change of lifestyle? Was it hey, we're involved in things that God said don't do, and we're doing them like crazy. Well, maybe that's part of why God said don't do them. We just don't know. And maybe we should slow it down a little bit. But I know one thing for 1,000% sure. No matter what malady we come up with, a drug company will sell us something to fix it. Is that fair?
Nailed it. Yeah.
All right,
No
let's take a
argument.
real quick break, and then we'll be back and get out to your phone calls.
Kowtowing to every little thing that they have said is bad and evil and they don't get to decide what is right and wrong. I'll bank my money on what God, the creator of the universe, says is right and wrong. It's worked very well for Western society for 2 millennia, and we've got to get with it. Got to fight the fight. We got to get after it. It's ridiculous. I'm just tired of great Americans being ripped to shreds, history going away, and all of us cowering around because we're afraid somebody's going to call us a bad name. It is time to save the republic.
You're listening to Alabama Unfiltered Radio with Scott Beason.
Welcome back in, everybody. Yeah, those of you who watch on YouTube or listen on YouTube, every once in a while, maybe I might be running the commercial during the show because I forget to switch over because I'm preoccupied. Got to do a lot of stuff on their own. I don't know how people who do this whole radio show by themselves, answering phone calls and taking phone calls, and I don't know how that works, but good for them. Let's go out to James. James, welcome to the program. I hope you're well. Happy Tuesday to you.
Here's what I'll tell you, Scott.
Okay.
They are able to multitask.
That's easy to
Okay,
say.
like walk and chew gum at the same time.
That's all I can do. I can walk and chew gum, but anything, that third task, that's rough.
Can you pat your head, rub your belly, and stand on one foot?
I can do that, yes.
Well, what's your problem, Scott?
I just forget to mash the other button over here because I'm reading. See, the phone board is on one side. The YouTube board is on the other side. So when I'm looking over here and I say, look, I got to go to James. What's James talking about? He's on topic. And then I have to mash the buttons on the left side. And then I have to go back and mash the thing on the right side to get the commercial to go off. And that's what it is. It's too many sides. And then Sky's right in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the code on this thing. I call in here at 6:30 this afternoon to talk to you at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That would be a good plan. Maybe 6 o'clock.
No knock on you, Sky. Okay, baby?
Right.
And not you either, Sky.
Out of this.
I mean, come on.
Look, it's tough, man. It's tough out there there are shows that don't have any listeners that you can call in. A lot of people can call in anytime.
And there's shows that have a lot of listeners that they
won't take
calls
calls.
anymore.
I got that. If I'm going to jab at you, you're jabbing back.
That's right.
It's okay, baby. All right.
We're all friends and family here.
Sure. I got two. Actually, it's one point, but two topics wrapped into this one point.
Okay.
Now, you guys may or may not have heard this, but Gatorade will erode the enamel off your teeth.
Great.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, though.
Okay, now tell me. Well, Gatorade didn't put this out on their bottles. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Van Camps, whoever owned it originally, sold it to PepsiCo or Coca, whoever owns it.
Right.
It's not underneath the cap that says, there's a warning here. The Surgeon General says blah blah blah.
Right.
Well, that's something they slipped out on the radio several years ago or somewhere that I read or heard. But anyway, how did they discover this, Scott? Yeah, you understand what I'm getting at? It's kind of like this pharmaceutical thing. The one thing today that I, in lockstep, 100% agreement with you on, that you said, whatever malady we have, pharmaceutical companies are going to come up with some kind of sideways cure on it or to treat the symptoms, and that's what they do. They treat symptoms. They do not, in most cases, do away with the underlying cause of the symptom. All right, they're just alleviating the symptoms such that we can continue to walk around with our problems.
Okay.
All right? So that's what – then let me ask you this. If they knew that already or they discovered it somewhere along the way, how do we know that the pharmaceutical companies aren't in cahoots with all the people that are spraying Roundup everywhere or whatever else that we're getting in our food by whatever means, knowing that they're going to cause a certain percentage of the population certain problems in advance so they can go over here and cook up their solution? You follow what I'm getting at?
There is no way to know it, but I tend to feel, Scott, you're talking about your feelings. I feel like there's a very good chance that or some semblance of that has occurred. Yes. And probably on a wide scale.
How is it that you get this feeling? Is it something that is, I hesitate to say this, related to discernment, or do you think it's more emotional?
This ought to be good.
I think it's discernment.
Okay.
Seriously.
I'm going with you there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Scott, you probably didn't get this message, but the author James Ray Brown was at Nichols Nook Friday.
Yeah, I heard
Friday,
it was
August
big.
21st.
It was big over there. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about that. But we did manage to sell 2 books in a short time. But here's what's important for you, Scott. You
okay.
writing this down, baby?
Yeah, I got a pen.
We sold 18 on the trip, Sky.
Good job, man. Keep
Well,
plugging.
thank you.
Keep plugging, James.
All right, but here's what's important to you, Scott.
Okay.
I left a copy of each title, a single copy, on consignment there at Nichols Nook in Springville.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
How far is that from Gardendale, Scott?
Springville, about 40 minutes.
Oh, my goodness. You mean it's a 2-hour drive from me, but you can get over there in less than an hour.
Yeah, it might be on the way to a college football game, too. Hey, let me carry you over because I need to hear about this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. I got time. That's what I got.
We'll be back. Back out to James real quick. James, welcome back to the program. So you were telling me about Nichols Nook coffee shop there in Springville, Alabama. You left some books there for what's the plan?
On consignment for Scott Beason to come by and pick up.
I'm just picking them up.
Well, no.
Consignment means you gotta pay
therefore I gotta
for
go
'em.
buy them.
Carry your card that you like to swipe
Uh-huh.
or cash.
Right.
You know, it's a nice little shop, really. It's right
No,
there
it is.
on
It looks like a cool place. I actually looked it up.
Oh, so you're looking at, okay, all right.
Well, because I was thinking that when I head to my son's football game on Thursday morning, that I could
What time in the morning do they open up, Scott?
Well, they open up early enough on Thursday to go by there, but unfortunately they play away in South Carolina, and I will be going out I-20 instead of 59 by Springville. If I was going to Virginia for the game, I would have been able to do it. But it looks like on Friday afternoons, so I don't know when I'll be swinging by.
From Withville, Virginia.
Whitfield? I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
He's in Wise.
Whitfield is on 81, if I'm not sadly mistaken.
Okay.
You go up through there.
Like you're going to Kingsport and all that?
Exactly. If you travel through like Chattanooga, Knoxville, the Tri-Cities, of course, the Tri-Cities are prior to Knoxville, are they not?
I think they're past
up,
Johnson City, Kingsport, and all that.
Bristol.
Yep. Yeah. So you go about an hour northwest out of Bristol into the mountains. You get to, I think it's Wise County, and the name of the city his school is in is Wise.
Wise. Spell that for me.
W-I-S-E. Yep.
Okay.
University of Virginia, Wise.
Whitfield is exit 67, 70, and 73.
Okay.
You don't get off at 67 because there's, then you would have to drive through the countryside to get to Whitfield proper. But if you get off at I-70,
okay,
there's, the typical, the Sheets station, I think St. Joseph's Church, which I believe is closed.
Okay.
And Ruby Tuesdays, Walmart, and all the things that are associated with that kind of mercantilism.
Yeah.
But from Whitfield, if you take the
Whitfield. Yes.
Whittheville.
Yes.
There in Whitfield, or out on the outskirts of Whitfield, you have Big Walker Lookout General Store.
Yeah, I haven't gone that far. Yeah, Whitfield is on past Bristol. Not
correct.
And so Wise is, like I said, for the northwest from Bristol. We can go the back way and get off at Arbington, and that's how you go. But I'm familiar with Whitfield is. About 105 miles from those two.
Is it Arbington or Abington?
I don't know.
I don't think there's an R in
Abington.
Abington.
Yes.
It's with a D.
Yeah, well.
See, I just rode through there, and I've been to Snowshoe Mountain on 22 separate occasions to ski.
Oh, okay.
Henceforth, the book Sam and Ann.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Well, I appreciate
60,
you.
Okay. All right, brother.
Thanks, man.
I'm looking for a book report.
You got it. Eventually. See ya. Bye. The
one day he's going to make it big, Scott.
I had the chance to go by there.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I told you I have an aunt, a grand aunt and uncle named Sam and Ann.
And now you've got to give a book report.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. I may have to do the book report that I used to have to give in school. What, 5 pages?
If you want to find out what happened, you'll have to read the book.
You'll have to read the rest of it.
Remember
that? There was Sam and there was Ann, and they really did a lot of cool stuff. And you'll need to read the rest of it to find out what they did. Thank you.
The kids are so lazy now, they don't even do that. They just get it off AI and have it write the report.
And still can't get the 500 words or whatever it was supposed to be. Yeah. Let's go out to Rooster, see what Rooster's got on his mind. Rooster, welcome in. Rooster, if you can do that every call, if that rooster will crow when we go to you, you will be a certified.
Wow. Sound effects.
This is not part of the topic I called, but I'll tell you a quickie. I did a 1 minute thing on the international shortwave radio
Yeah.
I called it the Rooster Minute.
Okay.
And I got a rooster that crows in the beginning and at the end.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm trying to follow up on James. He talked about the pharmaceutical companies.
Yes.
So I got two things. All right. Number one, you know what the Hegelian dialectic is?
Yes.
Problem, reaction, solution.
Yeah.
Well, let's get on down and make it real simple. Let's got the pest control guy who rides through the neighborhood throwing damn roaches out.
Okay.
You got me?
I got
There's
you.
your problem, your reaction, and the solution is to give him your money.
Yes. That's exactly right. It's the guy who throws bricks through the windows, and he owns the glass fixing, the window fixing business.
Exactly. But see, that same thing can be done on a large scale, not just on a little small town deal like that, you know.
Yeah.
But now let's go to another thing he said. He said something about swiping your card, and he also said he'll also take cash, right?
I think he said I should
now
slap my
listen-
card because he knows I don't use cash.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, something about cash anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you know how to spell cash?
CASH.
Wrong again.
Okay.
Okay. It's spelled CACHE.
Like cash.
It ain't
Cash.
cash.
Okay.
No,
Like yeah.
It's cash. All right. And a squirrel makes a cache every year with his burying his nuts in the ground and all that.
Yep.
And so a cache is something that you can hide, and it will last. So cash money is gold and silver coins. The
Okay.
drug dealers in Colombia down there found out the hard way when they were bailing up all them $100 bills and putting them in the barn,
Yes.
and the bugs ate them. They got them out to try to use them, and they were so full of holes they were useless.
Wow.
So cash and the word cash, the spelling that you gave me, if you find a really old dictionary, you'll find out that the spelling originally had an I on the end of it, and it was cashy.
Okay.
And what it meant was a copper coin with a hole in the middle that the Chinese railroad workers had when they were building them railroads, and they would wear their money on a cord, strung on a cord, tied around underneath their clothes because they didn't have pockets.
Okay.
We have pockets. They didn't have pockets. And so cashy, every payday they want cashy. And so the word cash has been changed to, now that you hear them on the radio, on TV or something, they talk about a cache of weapons or something like that, and
Okay.
they'll always try to go cache.
Okay.
And they're hiding, huh?
Yeah. No, we're listening. We're
Very familiar.
agreeing.
Very familiar.
Yeah, they're hiding the notion that cash is CACHE, and that means gold and silver coins. Money is cash on the barrelhead.
I got you. Well, Rooster, I
Real
appreciate
money.
you, man. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir. Have a good one.
Well,
They're going to have to. I bet the people at the university up there where my son goes to school don't even know this. Maybe they do, but apparently, wow. No, that's golly. I wonder if the town was named after this guy. It's Wise, Virginia's guy. Henry Wise was a Confederate brigadier general.
you don't say.
He apparently was appointed as a brigadier general for political reasons. Did pretty poorly to start with, but as the war got on, he got better.
He's a brigadier general in, I'm taking it, the Army of Northern Virginia. because
Yes.
That's where he was
He
at,
was
so-
governor. Okay. He was governor of Virginia from 56 to 60. He oversaw the trial and execution of John Brown.
Brown. Yeah, I've heard that name, I do believe.
He left office and then advocated strongly for Virginia's secession from the Union.
He was a fire eater.
Is that what he was? Really?
That's what they called him, yeah.
Wow. So I'm wondering if that county was named after that guy.
How far out in... Well, I don't know. I'll have to
We're going to look
into
it
that.
up. We're
I'm
going to look it up.
curious
That's what
now.
we do here.
That's right. Research is our middle name. No, that's danger.
I thought it was in Fume.
Yeah, well, yeah. What day is this? I don't know, man.
Never mind. We'll be back.
you can learn things, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate that,
And,
Fred. Thank you.
But that's true, and I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I am serious.
We have to stop kowtowing to every little thing that they have said is bad and evil, and they don't get to decide what is right and wrong. I'll bank my money on what God, the creator of the universe, says is right and wrong. It's worked very well for Western society for 2 millennia, and we've got to get with it. Got to fight the fight. We got to get after it. It's ridiculous. I'm just tired of great Americans being ripped to shreds, history going away, and all of us cowering around because we're afraid somebody's going to call us a bad name. It is time to save the republic.
You're listening to Alabama Unfiltered Radio with Scott Beason.
And everybody, goodness gracious, we got so much stuff to do. The days just fly by here. Let's go out to Debbie. Debbie's got what's the topic on there? LED lights.
LED light.
Okay. Hey Debbie.
Which is light emitting diode.
I think it's making me blind looking at all this stuff. Hey Debbie, how are you?
Yes, it might be. No,
no, it probably is. You're absolutely right.
If you have a moment, everybody out there, you go ahead and you look up LED lighting's effects on the human body and brain or mind. Right?
Okay.
And you go ahead and do it so you can chime in with me.
Okay.
But if you'll do that, you'll notice that it's very detrimental to us in several ways, both mentally and physically.
Okay.
So what I've noticed is that people don't act the same as they did when I was young. Children don't smile and laugh as much as when I was young.
Yeah.
And I kept wondering if this just a matter of the influence of the world. And then when the kids came into play, I'm thinking, no, there's something else going on.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, it hit me, lighting, because I watched a little special on it, and it hit me hard. Look it up. You'll see how much damage it does to our metabolism, to our moods. If you have mood issues, it worsens it. The only positive thing they said on the whole shebang was it does help with seasonal depression. Outside of that,
It helps with seasonal depression, really? Well, maybe that's because you're so. Maybe it puts you in the bad seasonal part all year, so you don't really get worse. Not that it actually made it better, because I can't imagine it helping.
I know, but see, it's short light waves. It's blue light waves, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it takes out all the red spectrum. The red spectrum is the sun. So when you're doing that, you're altering what our brain is supposed to be dealing with, the sunlight during the day.
Yeah, isn't it funny now we have red light therapy, which you don't need if you actually went out in the sun and had incandescent bulbs.
Right.
But let me ask you this, Debbie. So when we changed a bunch of light fixtures in our house when everything went fluorescent first, and then you got plenty of mercury when those started going bad. Made sure I absorbed all that. Then we switched to LED, and now if I go back to incandescent, I got to put a pretty hot bulb in a fixture that wasn't made for incandescent, and so now I've got something to worry about. So
I got the old lamps, so I'm good.
Yeah, well, you're smarter than I am.
I kept all my old lamps, and I collect them, and I redo them.
That's smart. I wish I had done that.
Yes, sir. But no, it just, I'm thinking the world seems to be more depressed now in general.
Yes.
It seems to be more anxious, the anxiety, the agitation. This is all caused by that blue light. It also contributes to cancer for some people. Now, I don't know if they've proven that part.
Okay.
So now, even in the military, they put screens in front of their computers. They no longer just look at the screen.
Hold on, Debbie. I gotta put my blue light glasses on.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
Okay, I got them.
Oh man, those are sporty.
Yeah, they look good. They're super sharp, but they probably do help, don't you think?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They do.
Well, Debbie, I appreciate you.
Oh, and one last thing, talking about the medical, just so people know, I have been doing natural therapy for over 25 years, okay?
Okay.
I used to have to go to the doctor every spring, every fall due to allergies and infections, sinus, ear, you name it.
Yes, ma'am.
Antibiotics was not my friend, all right?
And it'll mess you up for a long time.
Mm-hmm. So now everything I've had, including migraine headaches, allergy symptoms, including your rash, your body rash, ear infections, sinus infection, all that I have cured through nutritional means.
Really?
And now, yes, I have not had to take any antibiotics in 25 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have been very blessed.
All right.
Now,
so I need to ask you a couple questions. One is,
yes.
All right, I was doing the local honey, just a teaspoon of local honey or whatever it was every day till I ran out. So I've got to get some more. I do think that was helpful. But a lot of people, I know you're not giving out medical advice. This is just something somebody heard and you ran across.
I'm just an average Joe. Yeah.
Yes. All this stuff about what do you call them? Parasites, fluke worms, this kind of stuff. So you get a lot of people on the internet. They're like, oh, I've got the Scott's parasite protocol.
Right.
DM me for so and so. I'm not doing that. I'm not DMing them. Do you do anything with parasite stuff? Is that one of the things you do?
Yeah. Well, it's not daily, no.
So what do you recommend in code?
Okay. Think about this. If you were a rancher,
yes,
and you have farm animals,
yes,
let's look at your dog, your cat.
Okay.
Do you not worm them at least once, twice a year?
Yeah, and if you don't, it's very expensive because they, yeah.
Okay. Well, why do you think you're any less important than those animals that we have? So, of course, you will deworm yourself every once in a while. I remember as a kid, we were tested for worms every year. we had, I ain't going to get nasty, but, we had to give samples.
Yeah. Well, the CDC's own website says that like some large percentage of Americans have
80.
parasites.
80.
Is it 80? I thought the CDC one was more like in the 20s, but still 1 out of 5 people, that's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't read that from the CDC, so it may not be accurate, but no, it's high.
Yes, ma'am.
But no,
25% of the world's population of adults estimated to have intestinal parasite infections.
Yeah.
How about that?
How many?
He said quick
25%.
25 is what it says of the world, but I don't know about the
World
U.S.
Yeah, let's check on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what do I do?
But
What do
no,
I need to do, Debbie?
Well, you go ahead and you look at different ways of doing it. Now, to be honest with you, I go to my doctor and I get what he recommends because he's a naturopath
Okay.
as well as a medical doctor.
Okay.
So he pretty much keeps up with it for me,
Right.
so I don't have to worry about it so much. But it's a combination of two different things. One is to kill and one is to clean them out. You don't want to leave the kill in. And then you have to redo it because the eggs might hatch if you didn't get the eggs. Some of those products have 3 different agents, and it'll do all 3 things.
Okay.
So you just need to kind of educate yourself and get a good recommended. Well, I'd probably go to a good health food store, to be honest with you.
And
if you're not
see
going to
what
your
they
doctor.
say? Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a
what I
decent
would
idea.
personally do.
Because I've
Yes,
seen the
sir.
people who, they knock around and say, hey, look, this works for,
I know, and half of it's probably not good.
yeah.
It's not
But,
made
but,
right
but
or
no one
something.
ever tells regular people, hey, take this much of this and this much of that for this many days and skip this many days and do it a little bit more. I'm open to that, but everybody acts like it's some sort of deep, dark secret, and it just annoys me.
Well, I know that the doctors can give you something that'll clean you out, but it does not, kills the parasites, but it does not clean them out. It does not kill the eggs.
Yeah.
So,
you got to get both rounds.
Yeah, because it actually can make you sick if you kill them and leave them in there.
Yeah,
It'll
what do
make
they
you
call?
feel
There's a
sick.
term for the it's like a binder. That's it, Sky.
Yes,
I knew this stuff.
there you go. And the binder changed because of the, problem that we're having over there in the Straits of Hormuz. So what we were getting was over on that end of the world. They had to switch the binder recently, but it's still effective. So
There
I
you go,
would
Iranians, leaving us full of parasites. Debbie, thank you so
Well,
much.
we got another thing.
You got it. Thanks, Debbie.
All right. You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
You didn't want to talk about that, Sky? It's a real thing.
It is. I totally looked it up, dude.
What's the American?
Well, according to the Googles, it's fairly low. Mostly children are affected.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what it
because when
says.
that's an American thing, isn't it? Oh, it's only the children because the parasites magically die when you turn 21, right?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, by then you've had so many vaccinations and stuff.
Yeah, you probably
kill
even the
anything.
parasites can't live through all the medicine we take from the government. Here we go.
Killed by accidental adventure is, I think, the term.
If you have pets, 21 to 43% of pets have contract parasites annually, and they do not have a good estimate of how many people who own the pets have the parasites. It's a weird thing.
It's a real thing,
It's
no doubt.
But it's weird how in America we act like people don't get parasites. Is it because we get freaked out?
Yeah, it's kind of.
We'll talk
unpleasant.
about getting cancer all the time. Like
but
everybody
bookworms,
does.
man, nobody wants to talk about.
Nobody
that.
wants to say they got a worm, like a heartworm. Have
One of my
y'all seen the Undertaker folks who are like, dude?
Yes.
We're embalming people and they got all kind of stuff in there.
Mostly tumors, but all kind of other stuffs as well.
So maybe we ought to pay attention to some of these people.
I
mean, how many of the conspiracy theory nut jobs people like me have been wrong in the last 5 years?
You make a solid case there, Your Honor.
Just go with the percentages. All the crazies apparently are right.
Yeah, the handicappers are leaning more toward supply side of conspiracy theories.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with you. We got to take another break. Then we'll get Clark, and if you want to call, got an open line or two. We'll be back.
Joe, you can learn things, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate that,
And,
Fred. Thank you.
But that's true, and I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I am serious.
We have to stop kowtowing to every little thing that they have said is bad and evil, and they don't get to decide what is right and wrong. I'll bank my money on what God, the creator of the universe, says is right and wrong. It's worked very well for Western society for 2 millennia, and we've got to get with it. Got to fight the fight. We got to get after it. It's ridiculous. I'm just tired of great Americans being ripped to shreds, history going away, and all of us cowering around because we're afraid somebody's going to call us a bad name. It is time to save the republic.
You're listening to Alabama Unfiltered Radio with Scott Beason.
Every time I get a chance to listen to you, I just think how grateful I am and how much we need you on a national level so more people can hear you.
Scott Beason, president of ARP, Alabama Recovering Politicians.
Program, everybody. Alabama Unfiltered Radio. Let's go out to Clark. Clark knows probably more about animals and parasites, and he probably wouldn't say whether or not people had parasites or not. I think it really is just an aversion, Sky. I think we just absolutely refuse to believe that we might have some kind of liver fluke or something. We're not gonna talk about that.
I always heard about tapeworms,
Yeah.
Tapeworms, amnesia, and quicksand. So
that's the three.
And I haven't run into any of it yet.
Well, the tapeworm's still in there. You just don't know it. The nightmare is when you're halfway.
Well,
you ever seen
Clark? Probably.
Clark knows.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
See, that's the nightmare.
It's almost lunchtime. Come on.
It doesn't bother me at all. I'm gonna go get a taco. Let's go to Clark. Clark, welcome to the program.
How about spaghetti?
Hey, Scott.
Just make sure you chew it. You know the difference.
Okay,
Sorry.
Clark.
Can you hear me, Scott?
I can hear you, Clark. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. So you've had demodectic mites in your eyebrows since mommy kissed you when you was a little bitty baby, okay?
What kind of deviated, what kind of mites?
Demodectic?
Demodectic.
That are down in the follicles where your eyebrows are.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're covered in
Did my
bugs.
mom give them to me when I was little? How'd I get them?
She did, and her mommy gave them to her, and just part of it,
But she gave them to me by kissing me, so did they jump out of her eyebrows into mine?
Probably.
Okay.
Now, you talk about children, and here's the thing. Typically, parasites are a lot bigger deal in your younger populations because their immune system has not geared up to deal with them as well yet, okay?
Okay.
So, your adult dog may or may not have a few hookworms, but they're probably not really deleterious to the health. Now, your 6-week or 8-week-old puppy,
Yeah.
it can die from hookworms
Okay.
because its immune system is not able to deal with it. And
All right. I got a question, Clark.
That you had was, I'm sorry, what now?
So my question is, is the argument that the immune system gets where it can kill all the worms off, or does the immune system get where it can survive part of them and kill part of them so they still have some in there?
You maintain a balance.
That's what I was thinking. Did you hear that,
God
Scott?
had infinity to think about how everything would fit together before he said bang, okay?
Okay.
Now, if I was meant to understand all of it, I'd probably do a better job.
Okay.
But I do understand that I don't have to understand every bit of it. There's a reason he made hookworms. There's a reason he made roundworms, tapeworms.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking those came with the briars and brambles after the fall.
Yes. So, they're all there for a reason. I don't know that this is true because I did not go to med school, but in vet school, that's a full year, 5-hour class. Okay, so I guess 15 hours of parasitology?
Really? Okay.
Yes, that's a lot of parasitology. And the parasitologists that taught us did say they do learn parasitology in med school.
Okay.
It's one lecture on a Friday afternoon, and most people skip it. So apparently there's not as much focus in human medicine on it. But really, what you have to figure out is what parasites are likely going to be deleterious to you.
Okay.
Now, I would worry more about ticks on your dog than I would worry about parasites that you have.
Well, why is that? That's ticks on your dog. Well, yeah. And you can get Rocky Mountain spotted fever or Lichia or Beason, stuff that you definitely do not want to have.
Right.
From coming into contact with your pet.
Yeah.
So,
hey, how quick can a tick give you one of these things? Does he have to bite down and hang on?
Tick, Scott, you know, a mommy tick falls off of its last host, okay?
Okay.
And it lays eggs. Depending on what kind of tick it is, they might lay a few hundred. They might lay a few thousand. Then something goes along, and it gets that first stage tick on it.
Okay.
And that first stage tick gets a meal. And it doesn't get any bigger than a pinhead once it gets its meal. They're little bitty gray-blue fellas. Not very big at all.
Really?
Guess what it does after it gets that meal, Scott?
Goes and lays eggs.
It falls off. No, it falls off.
Okay.
And it molts. Kind of like a crab going through a soft shell phase.
And then he gets
and
bigger.
Then changing, okay?
Okay.
So now you have an L2, the second larval stage of the tick. And it gets on a host, and it gets a blood meal. And guess what it does when it gets full?
Falls off again?
It does, and it goes through a molt. Now, some of them go to L3, some of them go to L4. But by the time your dog, cat, or you in the woods deer hunting have a mature tick on you.
Yeah, like the big fat one I sent you a picture of that day.
Yes. They've already been on 3 or 4 other hosts besides you. So, whatever the little mouse had, whatever the lizard had, whatever the deer had, stays with that through each successive molt.
Oh, my gosh, man.
And that's the reason, because they're episodic feeders, that's the reason they'll transmit so many different things. Mosquitoes are the same way. You know, a mosquito doesn't bite one person and then go off and die.
Mm-mm.
Mosquito might bite your dog and then bite you. It might bite a horse and then come give you some West Nile virus so you get encephalitis.
Jeez,
So,
Louise.
a lot of intricate stuff going on there. A lot to keep up with.
So do I need to get guineas or what do I need to get to just wear the ticks out in my neighborhood?
You're not going to wear them out in your neighborhood. And I'm not going to recommend that you, like, put a tick collar that works in your back pocket when you hunt or something. Probably, like, light-colored clothing so you can see the dadgum things as soon as they get on you.
Yeah, but those little bitty tiny ones you're talking about, I don't even know if I would even know. They'd fill up in a couple hours and drop off. I'm always finding the ticks that are about as big as a pencil eraser.
You'd be the first host, so you'd have to worry about them giving the next thing they bite Scott stuff.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And nobody wants that, Clark.
There you
We got
go.
a science fiction screenplay.
Hey, if they thought they were getting
working here
whatever
a little
I've got,
bit, man.
people would get the mask and social distance in a heartbeat.
Now, I will say this, and I'm not going to pimp any products or anything.
We got to take a break, though. Hold that thought, Clark. We'll be right back.
Beason show, you can learn things, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate that, Fred. Thank you.
But that's true, and I mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I am serious.
We have to stop kowtowing to every little thing that they have said is bad and evil and they don't get to decide what is right and wrong. I'll bank my money on what God, the creator of the universe, says is right and wrong. It's worked very well for Western society for 2 millennia, and we've got to get with it. We've got to fight the fight. We've got to get after it. It's ridiculous. I'm just tired of great Americans being ripped to shreds, history going away, and all of us cowering around because we're afraid somebody's going to call us a bad name. It is time to save the republic.
You're listening to Alabama Unfiltered Radio with Scott Beason.
Every time I get a chance to listen to you, I just think how grateful I am and how much we need you on a national level so more people can hear you.
Welcome back into the program. Clark, Sky does not like my tick stories. I was telling him about the tick that Mila had and then how bad it was. But
I have decided that I'm just done with the woods.
Yeah,
altogether. After hearing
I'm not
these little
sure you're
ticks,
made for farm life either, Sky.
I never liked camping anyway, but well, at least farming, you're doing something productive. But now I find out these ticks are just waiting. They're in quest mode.
Yes.
And it's not like they're hitching a ride out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting, and you say they float on a static electric charge. We're like magnets.
That's
We're
what
tick magnets.
That's what public broadcasting says, that they don't actually jump and get. They don't even have to grab you as you go by. They ride the little static charge off the blade of grass or the limb, boop, over onto you.
That's it. I'm done. All right.
So
Thanks, Clark.
Guy,
Yeah.
I walk every morning, and about half a mile to a mile of that is through woods.
Mm-hmm.
don't ever get ticks on me.
Do you spray something
No.
on you, or you just? Well, maybe
No, I
you just
don't.
not charged up like we are.
They're scared of
Every-
Clark because
Yeah.
he's
Every
got all the
place
medicine.
that I walk that's not in the woods,
Uh-huh.
I bush hog and mow on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
So the grass is not higher than the toe of my boot.
I got you.
And where I walk through the woods, I have a clean path that's about 10 foot wide.
Well, they all jumped
And,
on you the first week, Clark, and now you cleared out the path. You washed them all down the shower.
Yeah.
There you go. I keep it all clear.
Yeah.
Now, I could walk from the front door of my clinic out to the mailbox and come back with a tick on me.
Yeah.
But my cleared paths, I ain't getting them things on me because there's no vegetation that they're going to get off of to get on me.
Yeah.
How do you
So
know?
that's one way to look at it. But now here's the thing. We do have very complete products that you can use on your dog, on your cat, that hookworms, whipworms, tapeworms, fleas, ticks, sarcoptes, demodex, et cetera, heartworms, if I didn't say them.
Yeah.
Very complete products, and they're very efficacious. They do a good job. Probably most things, 90+%, they're taking care of it.
Okay.
But if you get something that's 95%, that means it didn't get 5%. But, you know, we talked before, we live in harmony with these things, and so the 5%'s okay. But God did have infinity to think about things before he said bang.
Okay.
And he put genetic diversity into just about everything.
Yeah.
So when we come up with a dewormer, an antibiotic, or whatever, we are putting selection pressure on that parasite or that bacteria, and sooner or later we select for a resistant population. Now, I don't like to get fussed at. If I sell a product and we start to see resistance, people will come fuss at me.
Right.
So I quit selling it. And I will call the company I get it from and say, hey, I'm having some resistance issues. And they'll come get it from me because they want me to be happy and keep buying products from them.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't quit selling them. They sell them over the counter.
I got
And
you.
they'll tell you that, you know, this was the #1 veterinarian recommended product. Yeah, it was until it wasn't working.
Until
too
it quit
good.
working anymore.
9 out of 10 veterinarians.
That makes
recommend
sense. Clark, I
Chick-fil-A.
appreciate it, buddy. We got to go.
Take care.
All right,
Thanks,
we're going
Clark.
to try our best to be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be tick and, well, somewhat
Take one
parasite free.
Yeah.
Y'all be
I
safe.
will.
See y'all.